Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Gaming Night. Tonight, this is going to be a review slash unboxing. The game I'm going to be doing right now is You Don't Know Jack for the PS3 right here. So we're going to open this bad boy up, and we're going to show you the contents, which is probably not going to be too much. PS3 game, you know, typical stuff there. Simple little rule book. Basic instructions. Credits, you know, typical stuff. So that's part of this now. So, without further ado, let's go into the review. Okay, guys, now it's the review part. This is the original You Don't Know Jack for the PC. This is version 1.01. And if you don't know what Jack is, then it's basically a whacked out trivia game that adds humor in. It makes you feel like you're part of the game show by letting you put your own name in. You get the question right, it congratulates you. You get it wrong and it'll mock the heck out of you. And you can also get, unlike some other game shows where you're just one-on-one with the host and all that, the questions. This one you can actually mess your opponents up by making them answer questions and stuff like that. And this is one of those game shows where you can be in the negative and still win the game just by having the most money. So it's kind of cool in that aspect. But what made You Don't Know Jack stand out was the fact that you had little intros to each question, like round one, and it'd be like all these kind of like whoop-de-doo, it's question number 2, and stuff like that. And it kind of added a little animation to the numbers and the question and the words and stuff. So it made it entertaining while you were waiting for the game to load the question up. Another thing was that the questions weren't direct questions. They could be about combining different things that are irrelevant to the question would make them relevant to the question. Like an example, if this was in the game, if Achilles was to invest in a product to help him in his adventure, which one would he most likely invest in? A, Red Bull, B, Trojan condoms, C, Nike Air Jordans, or D, Gatorade, the sports drink. So then you'd go in and you'd choose which one would best fit the situation. And if you know anything about Achilles and his weakness, you obviously would know the answer to that question. If you didn't, and you don't think no one else would, you could make them answer the question. And it works just like that. So now we're going to talk about the new one. This one right here. The one for the PS3 and Xbox 360, the Wii, DS, and whatever version. I just currently have the PS3 version, and that's the version I'm going to be playing with. Before you could actually pick a question from a list of questions, choices, and then it give you a question in that category. And this one, each episode is pre-planned with the questions it's going to ask you, and you basically are going to be competing offline or online with your fellow players. And you're going to be trying to make the most money and win the game. So the game has all kinds of different types of questions. Like in the original ones, you had the this or that, you had the multi-choice questions. But the difference between this one now is everyone gets to answer like buzzwords. So before it was like one person would get the answer and they get it right, and that'd be it. This one, everyone gets a chance to answer, and the timer ticks down. You have so many minutes to answer the question. Based on the round, you either get, I think it's 4,000 or 8,000. I think that's what it is. And that's how it works. And then you have some new ones like Who's the Dummy, which you have this ventriloquist that will will read it in a ventriloquist thing, so the letters aren't pronounced correctly, and you have to pick out the right answer with all the jumbled, hearing it and looking at it. So you basically have to listen to the question carefully to pick the right answer that fits the situation. So you have to train your brain to look at the question and change the letters around to fit what they're supposed to be, faster than your opponent. There's other hidden goodies in here, especially the wrong answer of the game. And the wrong answer of the game is basically each episode, they have a sponsor, and the thing that they're trying to sponsor is in the form of one of the questions. So if you know what the wrong answer of the game is that corresponds to that sponsor, you can win double the money that you normally would win on that question instead of getting it right. So you may want to literally go for the wrong answer if you know that one's going to trigger the wrong answer of the game, and then you'll get a little prize for it, and the whole, so it's kind of like more trophies to get in the game. So that's kind of cool. There's a couple other new features in here which I'm not going to go into. I figured if they come into my game, they come in. I don't want to really talk about them because they're new to this series, and I want to keep that to a surprise. But so yeah, the game's really cool. If you like trivia games that are funny, got a sense of humor to them, then this is probably more like your cup of tea. Because unfortunately, with me, I like trivia games, but they're pretty good as long as the questions are good. But this one, this one is entertaining no matter how stupid the question is, because the way they go about it, it's really entertaining. The hosts and everything. So that's that. So if you thought that I wasn't going to give you any gameplay footage or anything, then I'm going to give you guys a choice on what you want to see. If you click on these controllers right here, you will see offline gameplay footage. And if you click on this Pandora's box with the You Don't Know Jack box on it, then you will see some online game footage from this game. There are spoilers. You could pick either one. I'm going to wait here until you pick one. Just sit here and, you have choice 1 and choice 2, offline, online. So pick away. I mean, it's your time and your money, not mine. So, I got all day, and I can wait you guys out. Ain't gonna bother me. Well, you gonna pick something? Well, I'm not gonna say anything clever or anything, so I don't know what you're expecting. I'm not gonna, I've got no hidden footage or anything at the end of this. It's just, you pick this one or that one, or just the video's gonna end. That's all there really is.